In this episode, I'm going to make a gluten-free organic spaghetti. We're going to start with our brown rice pasta again gluten-free. We'll be using some red, yellow, and green bell peppers previously frozen, but they are organic. I have some mushrooms to mix in. I have some white onion, and I'm also going to be adding some squash. They're great this time of year in the summer. And then of course my favorite, Parmesan cheese. Our meat base will be ground turkey breast. There's ultimately no fat in it, and it's just a great pasta that's lean and delicious. So our water's up to a rolling boil. We're gonna go ahead and add our spaghetti to it. You wanna get the spaghetti all in there, go ahead and press it in. And it's really important that you bring the water quickly back to a boil so the noodles don't stick together. The gluten-free pasta tends to do that. So once you get all the noodles in, it's probably best to cover it up just for a couple of minutes to get the boil coming back. So I've preheated the frying pan. I'm gonna add about a pound of turkey breast. And what you'll wanna do is you'll wanna chop it up as it cooks. It should cook pretty fast. So the turkey's just about done. There's a couple more little pieces that are pink. You want to cook all those up. We're pretty close. Okay, once you're finished with this, we're going to go ahead and put it in our dish. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of olive oil into our frying pan just to coat it. You don't want too much. And actually our water's boiling, which is great news. So we'll just give it one last stir and let it do its thing. And the first thing I'm gonna add is some of the onions. Those tend to take a little while to cook. So we'll get those cooking. Get the onions sauteing. One small zucchini and one small yellow squash. I cut both the ends off, and you want them pretty thin because you want to be able to cook them fast and have them not be real crunchy in the sauce. Great. So our onions are starting to look a little bit clear, which is great news. That means that they're just about ready to add the other vegetables in. You want to make sure to keep an eye on that pasta because it does stick together. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add our zucchini and our squash next. Let those keep cooking. We'll add some of our bell peppers in. We'll go ahead and add our mushrooms. And I'm going to cover the vegetables and let them kind of steam themselves for a little bit. Now again, because we're dealing with gluten-free pasta, you need to really rinse it well under cold water before you move on, or it will stick together. And you want it to feel cold to the touch. You don't even want it warm. Okay, so now we're finished here. Drain it off. And we're gonna go ahead and add it back to the saucepan we were using. Our vegetables look great. And they're ready to be added in. Okay, so now we've added our cold noodles and our ground turkey breast, our vegetables, and the sauce. And we're gonna mix them all together in our big pot. And I'm gonna cover it up and let it simmer for probably 5 minutes. So while our pasta is reheating, we're gonna go ahead and grate some delicious Parmesan cheese. Yum. So our pasta looks delicious. Make sure to get some of those delicious vegetables that we cut up. So we've got it on our plate, and we'll go ahead and top it off with some of our freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And there you go. Gluten-free organic spaghetti with all the extra vegetables, delicious. And finally, I get to eat. Oh. Mmm.